Sissies, welcome to a very special Reality Gays because Poodle has, all the men have been kicked out of the dungeon because he needs.
Except for one. Yeah.
Okay. Well, he needs quiet in the apartment because today we have a conversation with you with the lovely, the only, some would say the queen of 90 Day Fiancé multiverse. You and Darcy possibly are tied queens. Chantel, welcome to the pod.
Thank you for having me, Matt and Poodle.
Oh, that feels so good. She just called you Poodle, slut. I love it.
We are so excited. This is 90 Day royalty here.
Truly.
You were back when the show was still in its infancy.
Yeah, I'm an OG for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
do you get like whenever new people come on, even if you're not on like their season, or do like people just reach out to you like, what do I do? How do I navigate this?
Sure do. Yeah, for sure. Every now and then it comes in waves. I'll get like a couple of 90 Day people because I don't keep up with this show very well, but they'll come into my DMs and then I'll notice that, okay, oh, this person's on 90 Day, you know, this person is going through exactly what I did.
Yeah.
So it's nice to be able to show them the ropes and give them some hope.
Aw. We're so excited to talk to you, and I can't believe this. We do on our show, for our Patreon, we go back to a classic show, and we just recently finished the 5 seasons of the Family Chantel.
Oh my goodness.
When it was airing, all of our listeners, what they call themselves sissies, all the sissies were like, you got to watch the show. And we're like, we don't have time. We're not going to do it.
Because there were so many things airing. But as soon as we started watching it, and also
we loved it. It was riveting.
What I loved watching is how gradually you and your family became comfortable on camera. Because the first season, everyone was like, what the fuck do we even say?
Well, the thing about that is a lot of it was probably my mom and the way she is in person is the way she is. Like you can't change Karen.
You can't change Mama Karen. We're going to talk about her later. We're going to ask a question or two.
She would say something in the moment, and one of you would just look at her like, "Is this bitch for real?"
Yeah, she would say things are going to get stupider, and we would just kind of see your eyes get big, like Lord Jesus.
Oh no, because they would. Because I knew that she was not lying. They would get stupider.
Can we tell them to cut this? And like, no, we are keeping this in.
But it was. I don't want to say entertaining because it was actually really sad to see that. Just transparency. Like watching that, I was just going through my own breakup of somebody being a different person than I thought they were. So it was actually really triggering to watch a lot of that. But I think what we're coming to now with, we're calling you Chantel 2.0. So I don't know what you're.
How many have you had, Chantel? Which one is
this? 3.0, 4.0? Where is this?
Oh my goodness. This is a new chapter, a new me for sure.
Love it. I love that for you. I seriously mean it.
It really is inspiring to see. I told you this before we started recording, but because as 2 gay men and seeing your story, it was really moving to us. Like we cried in moments, and like it was really impactful. And I think what you did on Hunt for Love was really, well, not I. We both feel that it was really brave for you to do that.
Thank you. It wasn't easy, and what has been very helpful, since the show has aired, the people who are coming into my DMs or commenting below my pictures, some of them are expressing to me that they've been through the exact same thing, coming out later in life, even after maybe being married. And so to know it's not so uncommon is nice. Like I felt like an oddball.
Yeah.
Or maybe that it was, I don't know.
Like you feel like the other, like you're the other.
Because because I didn't have any experiences like that in my past. I mean, let's be honest. I did like maybe kiss girls in the bar, like when you're drunk, like, but all for the attention of men, honestly.
Yeah.
Ooh, girl behavior. Yeah.
Well, and also you've got girl, how many gay men are in love with you? You got so many gay friends. So you're out, so you're like kind of adjacent, and we know you were an ally to begin with. So, I mean, Obed and Miss your twerk instructor.
Yeah, Mooney.
Yes. So we know that you've kind of been adjacent. Was it ever, we were actually going to ask, like in Hunt for Love, like we talked about kind of your dating style, and like, I mean, we love you, but you probably, I don't know if you watched it, but I think everyone cringed when you pulled out your phone on that date to ask questions.
Oh my God.
Chantel, I crawled inside.
Was that bad? I didn't know it was that bad, but everybody is like, oh my God, that was so terrible.
It's pretty.
Here's the thing. We watch because we all have kind of wanted to do that because we all sometimes, but you did it.
And actually, Jake said on the show, he said this was still better than the way you date. And you know what?
Yeah.
I'm terrible at it too, Chantel. So
I just wanted to ask, like, could we just a little bit about your dating history? Because we don't know anything before Pedro. And
okay.
Were you uncomfortable going on dates, or was it just always something you felt like you would freeze up, or it just was hard to? Was it a big pressure situation? Or
I have always felt a lot of pressure to impress, especially like impress guys when I'm on a date with them, because I feel like they are analyzing like every little thing about me. So I feel like it's a tryout. Honestly. Yeah. And I would get so anxious about it. So it was like a constant need to perform.
That makes you're being analyzed. Yeah.
That's not an uncommon thing. Yeah. It is kind of that idea where you're just trying to communicate and trying to get out of your head. And what did you ever find maybe in the resort or in the show? Was there any helpful tools that you found that would make you do that? Or did you not really get anything from dating people at the show?
I got a lot of feedback from dating people in the show. Like, I can't remember which guy it was, but he was like, you could make eye contact a little better and hold the eye contact. And I'm like, okay, because honestly, I did feel really uncomfortable. And I guess looking at someone in the eyes would that shows you're comfortable, right?
Yeah.
So I did get a lot of dating tips from them for sure.
Did you? Because I'm wondering, and
another one's like, oh, well, you could smile. You could actually smile and not have like this resting.
Chantel,
face.
you don't listen to that. Women don't need a smile if they don't fucking want to.
Fuck that.
You tell that person to go suck it.
That is someone who wants women to be compliant.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Okay.
You smile when you want to smile.
We're moving on, Chantel. No, but I do want to ask, because this might be hard to believe, but honey, I dated girls too, and so did Poodle. But I felt uncomfortable as well. And we noticed, like, when you would talk to Ashley via the video, you would light up. You were so much more relaxed. And so I'm wondering, do you think that has played into it too? Not that you can date men, women, whoever, but do you feel like, is there something about talking and dating a woman that just feels more comfortable for you?
It does. It certainly does feel more comfortable. And Ashley, she helped me through my birthmark removal. Healing, all that. And around that time, a little bit after, we'd been hanging out so much, going to parties and things like that, having a lot of fun. And I started to think, maybe I should I'm enjoying this person so much, their company, I should ask them to be my roommate. Like, I don't know, I want to spend more time with this person. And before I could even do that, she told me she had the romantic feelings for me. So then I'm like, wait, whoa. I didn't even know that was like a possibility, but I was very comfortable with her, right? Mm-hmm. And enjoying all of my time with her. And I haven't had that exact feeling at all with any guy. And my sort of visceral anxiety and like all the anxiety and the butterflies that I would feel in my dating with men, I would lean into those, but maybe, that's not very comfortable for me, right?
Yeah.
So maybe I was going down the wrong path intentionally when all I needed was someone I felt comfortable with.
Yeah.
And there just happened to be a woman.
Someone you could be vulnerable with.
Right. Like I always had, I felt like any little thing, I don't know, being on pins and needles and just very uncomfortable dating men.
Well, and how do you, like, I'm
Because
just
men
going
are
to,
terrible.
men are terrible. We're terrible. We're terrible. But how do you, I'm just going to say it. I don't know. People might come for us on YouTube or whatever, see this, because I know a lot of people are going to watch this. But I feel like what happened, I feel like there was a lot of emotional neglect, which I think is abusive from Pedro. I do feel like there was a lot of emotional neglect towards you and the way you were treated. That saying, how do you not carry that in our relationship? I know it's different because it's a woman, but still, how do you not carry that into this current relationship with Ashley? What have you done to try to suss that out?
Therapy.
Good for you, girl.
I am in therapy. And it did take a toll on me, all that I've been through with my marriage, for sure, to the point where it does come up, even in my relationship with Ashley. But I feel like that's something that's just more of a me processing my own emotions and being completely healed.
Right. That's so great that you're kind of working on that, because it's such a big change. And I want to know, just asking about your friends in your lives, because you were thinking, I'm worried about because when a person, officially either comes out for all intents and purposes, there's a part of you that you think is going to die.
Yeah.
Your relationship,
like you grieve it. Yeah.
You grieve it. You don't know if they're going to accept you. And
especially for you, I just want to add, watching the Family Chantel, you were really big about, I've got a timeline. I'm this age. I need to meet. And like when you broke up with Pedro, you're like, it's going to take years to find this. Like you really kind of had it structured out.
Right. So now that sort of timeline, everything just went out the window, because I never considered dating a woman. And now if I could date a woman, like, well, I could do anything. Like, it doesn't have to be.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be this timeline that society has for women. For sure. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is the friends thing.
Yeah.
So I've realized that there are some friends that won't go out with me to certain places. So I could say, oh, me and Ashley, would you like to meet us at this certain spot? And there are some friends, they'll look it up and they'll be like, oh, that's not my scene.
Oh.
And it kind of hurts, because I know the scene that they're talking about. I don't know if it hurts well, it does. It hurts a little bit, but
yeah, it hurts.
In their defense, if they're a single woman, they're probably not going to want to go to, like, if they're a single straight woman, they're probably not going to want to go to the lesbian club. I don't know. So it's just sort of me figuring out how to navigate keeping my straight friends.
We say on this show all the time, Jesus doesn't care if you suck a dick, and he doesn't care if you lick a pussy. He does not care. So that is their problem, not yours.
And everyone's going to give you a lot of room, because this is very new for you.
Yeah.
And we've said that before. We're all applauding you for just navigating through this. So you're going to say things like that. Some people, even if it's like on the internet or something, like people are saying it's actually this, and someone tries to police you, you can kindly say, "This is my journey. So don't let anyone tell you what to do or what to say. Just spend time."
You're smart. You're intelligent. You have a sweetheart. Follow that. You know what to do.
Yeah.
So
thanks for the advice.
Yeah, that includes your mother. Speaking of, I wanted to ask,
let's talk about this, Karen.
How's your family accepted this?
So it's kind of a thing that we don't discuss as much. They know, obviously. I try not to talk to my mom about it because if I do, she's going to get in an argument with me about Ashley getting smart with her.
Is it? Because we know we haven't seen it yet, but we know your mom.
Spoiler.
Your mom is she's on the tell-all next week. And she looks
very subtle as normal.
But is it more? My kind of first thought was, is your mom just going to think that this is just another Pedro, like that someone's going to, is that like is she just, your mom's very involved in your relationship. So how are you going about that differently this time with
Let's
Ashley?
talk about it. My mom has never approved of anyone who I've dated. And it's not because Ashley is a woman. It's literally because of an interaction that Ashley and her have had. Mm. And then also to just seeing like my sister get married. By the way, my sister is married.
Yeah. She is married, yes.
To an African man. And everybody supports her. And nobody's like analyzing him and picking apart their relationship. But it never fails. And I don't know why it's that way.
We thought that. We were like, I wish we could have seen that to see if Mama Karen would have the same... Because there was just an immediate mistrust of Pedro for good reasons or not, but there's of anyone, and
there was mistrust of Antoinette.
Yeah, of Antoinette and Royal. So we wanted to know if Winter so she didn't get the same treatment.
No.
Well,
and I don't know why, but he's like a doctor of finance, so maybe that might have something to do. I don't know.
Wow.
Knows why in her head she makes up things like that. There's someone will write a dissertation about it one day. Let's just talk about let's talk about the moment on the beach when you were talking to Tim.
Okay.
Who has been Tim can say things that are just so crazy, but from everyone we hear, we know Veronica pretty well.
Yeah.
And, but Tim is just one of the sweetest people. What made you feel like you could really open up to him on the beach?
Even before the resort, he was one of the people who messaged me on Instagram after, like, you know, my divorce and was like, hey, are you okay? Mm. If you ever need anything, let me know. If you need someone to talk to cry to, and like, because he knows that mental health is a big thing. So, and then on the resort too, he was just someone in my corner who I trusted, and we really got along, just my best friend there. Mm. So I felt most comfortable with talking to him about something like this, especially since there's so much online about his sexuality.
Yeah, exactly.
I felt like he's someone who could relate.
Right. He seemed to have such a lovely response to it. And it was
moving. I cried at it. It was really sweet.
Can we talk a little bit more about the show and just people on it? Is there anyone you still keep in, maybe someone I know you probably knew a lot of the 90 Dayers going in, but anyone specifically you keep in touch with? Maybe some of
we call them Westworld robots because there were so many people, and like sometimes some guy named Gaston was in a scene, then we never saw him again.
Well, I have kept up with a few of the robots. So
robots, yes,
yeah. Elise is really, really nice. And
we love her.
Well, Courtney, she's a 90 Dayer that was friends with me prior to the resort as well. So we're still really good friends. Nikki, here and there online, you know, we'll like each other's posts and comment and a little bit in the DMs. But honestly, on the resort, there was a divide between some of the 90-day cast and the robots, if you will. So some of the robots didn't want to associate with the 90-dayers.
Surprising.
I don't know why, but we don't bite. But there were some that they didn't want to spend any of their time with us.
I think it has to do with the concept of the show, and that's a discussion for another time.
Well, wasn't we heard on Between the Sheets? I forgot who it was like making out or having sex with Johanna, the tour guide.
Right. Like they would rather go and get on with the tour guide, but that was real. So it was the most crazy thing because did you see Shelby She was one of the robots.
She was from Texas, but we saw her very little.
Okay, so Shelby came and then left spontaneously early, but the entire time she was like really joint at the hip with that man Edwin.
Oh.
And then immediately, the day she flies out, immediately he moves on to Johanna.
That upset me that a man that gorgeous, totally my type, was that boring. I was just like, he was boring on camera.
Lord.
Same. I was in the hot tub with him, and I was just like, okay.
That was so awkward. You were, yeah. At least you weren't the awkward one in that. He was.
Yeah.
I think we're running up a little bit out of time, but
sorry.
No. You don't have to stop talking. It's us.
It's us.
I just want to say, is there a chance that we might have another season of TFC, of the Family Chantel? Is it possible?
What if it's called Family Chantel : Lady Love?
Anything's possible. Come up with some names. I like that one, Lady Love.
Lady Love.
We're here for it. And think, yeah, you could bring Obed back, Miss Twer, I would love, oh my gosh, can you see, like, maybe they could have, like, you at a mechanic office trying to do, like, lesbian things like fixing a car. I don't know. Or playing flag football.
Shopping for rescue dogs.
Or shopping for dildos.
Perfect.
Yes, perfect. Now, we've talked about people you talk to. Who do you think was the shadiest person at Hunt for Love?
The shadiest.
Yeah.
I think Jen was the shadiest.
Shade button.
Jen was shady.
Here's the thing, Chantel. I have said this since the show started airing. Jen was not really a person, but made by a bruja, who a woman cried her tears into a clay pot, and the spirit of Jen came out to get revenge on all men.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But she is actually a likable person. Like, when you meet her, obviously, like, there's something about her that's just, like, very likable. Yeah. She's nice. But very shady. Yeah, especially since she lied to Cole about not having sex with Rob.
Oh, and
please tell. Well, you probably can't tell us, but we're hoping that it looks like that is hinted at for the tell-all part.
They're going to show the clip. They're going to show the clip.
And what was this just kind of popped in my head too about the tell-all? What was the difference for having Suki there? You know, it was a different host.
Yeah, Suki's personality, I love it. It's a different personality than Sean Robinson. I was expecting Sean Robinson, but
everyone said they were just
we said it. We said because we feel like anytime things get really sexual in Last Resort, Sean Robinson says, "Oh, I got to call Pastor Morgan when I get back home. Oh, I got to go to." And we thought she watched this show and she said, "Jesus says no."
And she's kind of like a whip a little bit. Like, she'll demand, like, everybody. Yeah, stay in line. Like, there was one time during the tell-all, there was a heated argument. I don't know who Cole was talking to on the other side of the room, but there was a time when I felt like a little more respect should have been given to Suki. I felt like there was a lot of talking over her, which I don't know will be shown. I haven't seen it, but yeah, there were a couple of times when I feel like Sean Robinson would have been like, no.
No. We're finishing up here, but one more question for you. What advice would you give someone trying to navigate this journey of finding themselves that you did?
Or you were doing?
Advice. Just stay true to yourself and follow your bliss. Whatever feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if it feels good, then that's the right direction. That's the right path. Yeah.
I love it.
If you're a good person. Now, if you're Jen, what feels good is lying and having men pitted against together.
Men.
So that's probably not good for her.
Oh, shoot.
No, that's beautiful. Follow your bliss. I think that is
We are so happy. Thank you so much for talking with us, and we're so happy to see you on this journey because it's just been a new thing completely for you, and you look different, you sound different,
You sound more confident. We've heard that you're taking Brazilian jiu-jitsu too. Like you are, the badassery is badassing, Chantel.
Thank you.
We can't wait to see what's next for you.
Yes.
And hopefully we can do another interview in the.
Would love that.
The gays are here. Anytime you need us, we're here, Chantel.
Thank you so much, Chantel. You've been lovely.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.